back to the Tapper Snap podcast. I'm Derek, joined by Luke. Luke, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, Derek. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing all right. I had a good weekend. I saw that you went to the Braves game.
Oh, I did go to the Braves game, and let me tell you, they beat that Dodgers ass. It was awesome. It's fun to watch. Atlanta's badass. I didn't mean to cut you off. Atlanta's badass. But we were actually in Smyrna. The stadium's in Smyrna, Georgia. Like Bobby Smyrna. Shout out. But it was fun. It was packed though. There was a lot of damn people.
Man, I would love to see them get to play the Dodgers. I'm a huge Mookie Betts fan. I remember, I don't remember how old I was, but we went and saw him play the Cubs when Sammy Sosa was playing, and I remember thinking, man, I want the Braves to win, but I want to see Sammy Sosa hit a home run.
Right.
And he did, and they lost.
Oh, damn. Well, at least you got to see Sammy Sosa hit a home run. Speaking of bets, there was some girl she was probably like in her mid-40s, early 50s, and she was a Dodgers fan, and we were all pretty hammered, and so were they. And she was yelling at Mookie. She was like, "Mookie, show me your titties!"
Oh my god!
And there's like kids everywhere. Oh, it was hilarious. Oh, it was so damn funny. But it was cool. So I was excited to get to see the Dodgers though. Like, yeah, all the Braves. Acuna, Ozzie, Freeman. The whole shebang. Granted, most of their pitching, Soroka and them are hurt. So it was Charlie Morton that started for us. But with the Dodgers, I mean, dude, I got to see people from like Bellinger. I got to see Kershaw pitch. Kershaw was pitching, so I got to see Kershaw pitch. I got to see Mookie. You know who else I got to see? You probably won't guess him because he just got to the Dodgers, but that might give it away too.
I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with the MLB right now. I am really jealous of the Kershaw sighting. That you've already got me on that. Who just went to the Dodgers?
Albert Pujols.
Oh, okay. So I do remember that. So he did get to play. Is he DHing or is he playing first?
He was playing he was playing first for a little bit. He came in, he like pinch hit, and then he took over first about probably like the fourth inning. Yeah, the fourth inning. So we were in the outfield though. It was man, it was cool to see it. The Braves won. They kicked ass. They beat Kershaw's ass, so that was good to see.
Man, I'm super happy you're a Braves fan. Because I already forgive you for being a Florida State fan.
Hey, chill.
So who's your team in the NFL? I with you. I'm a Braves fan. Do you have a specific team in the NFL? Because I technically don't. I'm more of I like to watch players. But
I'm with you actually. I have a couple teams in the NFL. I tend to lean towards. I tend to lean toward the Saints a lot, but that's because I was in Mobile. I don't mind the Falcons, but I don't really pull for the Falcons, to be honest. They're not on my top list, even though they're the closest to me. I like the Titans, but I'm with you. I honestly just like players. I like to see individual people, but I like NFL on a different level than I do most other sports. I kind of like all sports the same, but especially the NFL.
Yeah, us being from, me specifically being from Alabama, I know you're from Alabama, but you're more of a Florida State fan. Not having a professional team anywhere in the state kind of doesn't give you that same thing as you do to your college teams that you root for.
It really doesn't. I'm with you on the pro sports. It's not, at least your favorite college is in-state, which, that's kind of my fault. But anyways, but having multiple pro teams to pull for, it seems more fun to me. I know, it's not, instead of being a bandwagoner, I didn't jump on the Warriors train because I watch a lot of basketball. But NFL, I stick to the same teams. There's a couple teams now. Now there's a couple teams that I don't care to see win, and I got to be honest, the Pats are one of those. Right now, the Bucks are one of those, and Bucks used to be one of my favorite teams. Oh man, I used to love the Bucks, but I feel like such a loser pulling for a team that just gets it so easy.
You know, I kind of get where you're going, but I'm actually the exact opposite. This kind of leads into some stuff we'll talk about later on in the show, but I love to watch the world burn, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see, like, when Tom Brady was winning his the Super Bowl this past year. It's like, I want to see it because it's gonna drive everybody insane. I want chaos to ensue. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm weird.
I want the winless teams to beat the teams that haven't had a loss yet. I want shit to shake up too. I want the underdogs to win. I want shit to get wild. I don't mind extra innings as long as the games are exciting in extra innings or extra periods or overtime or whatever it is. So I'm with you. Chaos is great for sports. That's why to me college football has become, I hate to say it, but stale and minute.
Oh, dude, I could not agree with you more. In a national championship game, I know that LSU was kind of an exception, and you're going to have a team that pops out of nowhere like that every now and then. But if it's not Alabama, Clemson, or Ohio State, it's one of those years. It's going to be one of those teams. One of those teams is guaranteed to always be in the national championship, if not two of them.
Yeah, and it's just not. I don't know. It's not as entertaining anymore.
Oh, I guess to wrap up the collegiate side of things. What about your Jags, bro?
Bruh. Dude, you have... Also coming from a Florida State fan, I got to watch my alma mater. For everybody listening, I went to South Alabama. Go Jags. Absolutely waxed Florida in Gainesville. 19-1. Watched it Saturday at Scofflaw Brewing. We were going nuts. All of us had pretty much went to South that were there, and we were all just going absolute nuts. And people were they thought that we were fucking idiots because they were like, "What are these people? Why are these people pulling for a South Alabama team?" But we, man, and then they eliminated them, and then turned around and beat Miami and kicked them out. They beat UCF or USF yesterday, and unfortunately, they came up short today. But I mean, hell, they had to go against Florida, Miami, and USF. They had to beat USF twice. And they beat them 4-0, and then they lost to them 6-4. And it's just...
That's a hell of a run.
It really is. You know what? I wish that, damn. It would have been one of the... So, we made it to the College World Series, I believe, before, the Super Regionals existed. Years and years ago. We've made it to regular regionals before, but this would have been our first Super Regional. I believe that's correct. I know it would have been our first Super Regional, but it's just it would have been cool. But hey, you know what? Hell, it is what it is. They beat ass, so I'm proud of them.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked to see it as well. I'm hoping to go to some Troy baseball games this year. It's got to be some cheap prices to get some tickets to that. So.
Oh yeah, they probably get teams for free.
Possibly, being they don't know that I'm not an alumni at this point. Nobody knows I graduated.
No, you just use your
car. I got in
car.
trouble at work for not telling anybody. By the way, it's kind of funny.
Really? Were they like, what the hell, Derek? You're supposed to tell us that you graduated?
It's like they don't know by now. I keep my personal life pretty private. I don't know.
I mean, that's true.
Whatever.
That's true.
Whatever.
But
all right. Well, I guess we can transition into some MMA. I love the sports world in general. I wouldn't mind doing just a sports in general podcast. Something we can talk about offline if you wanted to. I just love sports in general. So
absolutely, it's fun to talk about. We need to get into more sports betting. That shit gets real good, especially right now. Like the hockey playoffs are going on. Oh, it's been wild. But yeah, let's go ahead and flip on over. I didn't get a chance to watch Fight Night, but I did hear that it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. Probably still not, a great card.
Yeah, I didn't get to see any of it either. The one fight I did get to see was the Marcin Tabora and Walt Harris fight. I'm glad that we wasn't going through a dead zone on the way home. Me and my wife went out to eat with some of her coworkers, and on our way home, I happened to get some service to stream that one, and I was so happy for it because I'm a homer. Just to see Walt Harris come out pretty strong and then end up fading towards the end of the first round. I've read that we missed an amazing fight in Santiago Ponzinibbio and Miguel Baeza.
Really?
They saying that's going to be in fight of the year status.
Huh.
Makes me sick. Can't believe I missed that.
I feel like you might be joking with me.
No, it won fight of the night, and people I was listening to the Ariel Helwani podcast on the way home today, and he said that it's probably going to be in the fight of the year contenders spot. Like it's going to be in the talking for it.
Well, that is interesting because that put Miguel at 10-1 and Ponzinibbio continuing to kind of do what he does.
Exactly. Yeah, we made some picks last podcast. So the Tom Breeze fight ended up falling off day of. He pulled out of the fight the day of the fight. I saw a tweet from, I want to say, was it Mikey Thomas or Luke Thomas? I don't know. Who said it could be related to anxiety. I'm not sure. I hope he's okay. But you were telling me last week I was going to go 0-6. Well, I want you to know I could not go 0-6 since that fight fell off. Worst I could have done was 0-5.
You went 0-5, didn't you?
I went 1-4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You went 4-1.
Let's fucking go. Woo!
The only fight you did not get was the main event.
Well, main event was gay anyways. Which is a good thing now. So, it was a good fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, TKO at 4 minutes and 59 seconds. I think it could have, one more second would have been fine. Anyway, from what I saw, it was a good night of fights. I am unfortunately going to say, I say unfortunately, I will talk about it if you want to. I'll answer any questions you may have because I don't think you tuned in, but we did, my wife's brother and his girlfriend came over, and we had some ribs, mac and cheese, cornbread. Yeah, we're definitely from the South. I'm definitely from the South. Baked beans and some jalapeno poppers. For the Floyd Mayweather card.
Oh, you watched it, eh?
I did. I mean, look, everybody can say what they want to, but being a combat sports fan and getting a chance to see Floyd Mayweather fight. Now, this is all what I was thinking before I saw the fight, but how can you pass up seeing the best boxer in the world get to fight somebody, especially someone you think he's going to put on a clinic against?
But nope, 8 rounds, full 8 rounds.
8 rounds.
The world's best fighter, the fighter of all time. 8 rounds with a YouTube boxer who hasn't even fought anybody that it was a real boxer.
Let me say, the undercard fights were not bad. Chad Johnson did not embarrass himself.
Shut the fuck up. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. There's people going to be listening to this, Derek. You know that. Don't pretend like those were real fights.
Come on now, look, for his first ever boxing bout,
he could have done better.
I thought he looked okay in the first 3 rounds. Now, did he get dropped in the 4th? Absolutely. His gas tank was empty at that point.
The guy that he fought was talking more about Instagram than actually punching somebody.
Possibly. He also was 0-1 as a boxer, 0-2 or 3 as a bare knuckle fighter. He's never won one of his professional bouts.
And he can't even count this one because it's an exhibition.
He technically would have lost if they would have went to 4 rounds because he would have lost 3 rounds to 1 if you want my opinion.
Well, good thing you weren't a judge.
Possibly. So, honestly, that aside, Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul aside, the second fight of the night, Hurd versus Arias. Dude. Hurd was 24-1. Arias is 16-2. These guys